Alafia. I'm Philip John Neimark, the founder of Ifa Foundations of North and Latin America, and welcome to the Ifa blog. Today I thought I'd discuss a little bit about ways to get started. Everybody writes or calls or emails, and they say, well, what is it that I do to get started trying to make these connections to Ifa? And for the most part, they're looking for a list, a 1, 2, 3, 4, this is what you need, this is what you have to get, But let me suggest to you that there are some things you can do on your own that can help you set the foundation for a very good relationship with the universe and the energies you're a part of. The first thing is to spend some time examining your worldview. There's nothing more important in being able to successfully navigate through the Ifa energies and successfully understand and discover the paths and the decisions that you should make or could take that is more important than the Ifa worldview. And the Ifa worldview is quite different from the Western worldview. The Western worldview, which is about get it now, get rich, get honest, get respected, and then the fourth get, but get it in that order, all right, it has no place in the Yoruba philosophy. And if you want to benefit from the possibilities and the guidance and the strength and the empowerment that it offers, then you have to play by their rules, because that's how it was designed to work. So the Ifa worldview is one, first of all, of inclusion. Second of all, about understanding how your actions don't only affect you, how they affect those you love, extended family, community, all the way down to the planet that you live on and are actually, in an energetic sense, part of. It's a philosophy where discrimination doesn't exist. People are judged first and foremost on their character, on their good character, what the Yoruba call Iwa Pele. And good character to the Yoruba was not some list of commandments or some set of rules. It was the inherent knowledge about doing that which you knew was right, and right not just for you, and not right just for the short term, but right in the Yoruba worldview sense. In correlation with that, the worldview understood that also the most important things, the most meaningful things in your life will not be associated with short-term gratification, with the instant, I want this, get this, whatever. It will be about the thinking and the growth that's necessary to achieve those kinds of accomplishments, fulfillment, knowledge, and wisdom later on in your life. And that leads to another extension, which is that while the Yoruba like money, always liked money, always felt that, the payment for things, in their forms of money through the thousands of years, were necessary and allowed you to have whatever were the nice things in life and allowed you to have the time to think and study and reach the correct decisions. It was always secondary to the search for and acquisition of knowledge. Padaki after Padaki refers to money is nice, but wisdom is more important. And wisdom indeed is the search for you during your life experience, because based upon the Yoruba's worldview, we are an extension, literally and figuratively, of all those who went before us and all those that will come after us. So our accumulation of wisdom and knowledge or experience will transfer back to all of our blood relatives and ancestors when we pass, and therefore that body of knowledge grows exponentially and never stops growing. Second thing that you can do is to be part of or look out or take some time in nature. We're so busy just doing in the Western culture. We get in our car and we turn on the radio. We, walk in the house and we check for our messages, or we run to our email, or we run, and there's very little time for introspection. Well, experience is fine, but experience without the time to integrate it into meaningful purpose and understanding and guidance for you and for your children or for your friends or your mates or for others is meaningless. And this focus on the short term in the Western world really creates a never-ending set of distractions which you must learn to discipline yourself from falling prey to. When you're in nature, when you have a chance to walk in the park or the woods, watch it. It's not necessary you interact with it. It's actually, you will learn more sitting quietly and watching how different birds, species, feed together, don't fight, how animals behave with one another, how the seasons change, how the same things happen. In other words, simply observe how the world works and understand that the way we were meant to work was very similar in nature. And I don't mean nature as a pun. I mean very similar to the way that everything else works. We weren't meant to be so terribly different. We weren't meant to be the big bosses. We weren't meant to, cause harm to our environment, other parts of our energies. We weren't meant to consume in a way that would make problems for people later on. Animals don't do it. Plants don't do it. Trees don't do it. Fish don't do it. Nothing alive in this world except humans do it. So thinking about these things, preparing yourself for a foundational understanding of the Yoruba worldview and what's important, spending some time working with your ancestors, connecting with that bloodline energy that goes back thousands of years for information, guidance, support, empowerment, are all some of the tools which people can start with so that you begin to feel and hear. You begin to understand and hear, and you begin to combine the two things into a more formidable, complete energy matrix. Then, when you choose to go on, when you choose to explore empowering yourself with a spiritual tool, for example, or with certain kinds of ceremonies, they will have much greater meaning and power immediately for you based upon what you've learned. Think about it. Try it. Doesn't cost you a dime. Should change your life. Until next time, love and blessings. For more information, see us on the internet at ifafoundation.org. That's ifafoundation.org.